are you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, this is really exciting because you as a dancer, you're in the school, but you get to actually be a lead. And I want to just hear about some of your background. What led you to the school at PNB?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Seattle, and I started dancing when I was around 3 at a smaller studio called Evergreen City Ballet. And then I auditioned for like the PNB school when I was around 7 or 8. And then I got in and I kind of just grew up through the school. And then I actually went to Boston Ballet for a year and then I came back and now I'm a PD. So, yeah.
Wow. I mean, this is really exciting because there's so many different structured layers, right? For a dancer, you can start off with the school, and now you're doing a lead role. Tell us about some of the ways that you kind of grew up and took on each one of those levels when you had that opportunity.
Yeah, I think, especially like being in the PD program, you get to really work with the company a lot. So you experience like being in the court of ballet and like working together as a team. But like in Snow White, we're given the opportunity to like be the lead, which we don't usually get. So it's like a new challenge because instead of just being together with everyone else, you like get to play with the music and like I guess like dance the way you want to dance. Like obviously in the court you are like dancing the way you want to, but it's more like you have to fit in with everyone. But as the lead, you can stand out a bit more and be more original.
Yeah. Well, that's really exciting, and it's also great to hear that they are providing those opportunities for y'all as you're growing through it, right? I think that's really special, but it also gives, I think, you all dancers something to look forward to, right? The fact that you do get to kind of audition for some of these lead roles, and take on the opportunity to express yourself with the music. How do you find that you're allowing this role of Snow White to settle on you as you think about, I heard your reaction there to the commercial, like, oh, there's the music. It's like you almost want to get into it now. But how have you been able to really take on that opportunity to express yourself musically with this character of Snow White?
Yeah, like when I watch ballets, I love it when like dancers like play with the music and almost like hear the music a little differently than some like normal person might. So I'm trying to like incorporate that in my dancing as well. So like syncopate certain sections and kind of like play with the timing. So I'll do a section like kind of slow so it seems like I'm almost off the music, but then I try to like catch up and make up for it so it's more interesting. Yeah.
Bringing your own flair to it, that's important. And I think also the audience experiences that. And when you think about kind of being, Snow White is such an iconic character, and I've been to the ballet now many times, and it's great to see the audience bring the young kids into it who love to dress up. And I can only imagine that that's exactly what you'll experience here. And so how do you look forward to young dancers, maybe 3, 4 years old, just starting out, looking up to you now as a great inspiration for them, and maybe wanting them, encouraging them to do dance?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most people get into ballet by like going to a show and seeing it. So it's really cool that I get to kind of be like an inspiration for the next generation in a way because they're coming to like our shows and they get to see the ballet and like it might give kids a chance to be like, oh, well, I want to be a ballerina now. So that's really special.
Yeah, yeah. There's something unique about that. And even when you kind of go back to your own experience, I'm sure that there was a moment for you where you were like telling your parents, I want to do this, I want to do this. And that probably is about the exposure piece, which is what I talk about oftentimes. The exposure to the art form is so necessary. And I know for me, I've just love it because people are like, oh my God, here you are talking about another show. And I'm like, but I'm telling you, it was transformative. And I go into this whole thing about experiencing the dancer. So I love what you said about being able to watch the shows and see how people are moving through the music. There is something so special about that quality. What is one of your top things that you're like, I'm looking forward to when it comes to this show, or just your dance career in general? Tell me one top thing that you're really looking forward to.
um I guess like being able to do like a solo or like a variation on stage, because again, like I said earlier, like when you're in the core, you're working with like 12 to 16 other dancers, but when you're doing like your variation, you're the only one on stage. So it's really daunting, but I'm also really looking forward to that challenge.
Yeah, I think you will rise to the occasion. Well, Celena, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
being here.
much.
Of course, like everyone, you get the chance to look right there in that camera. Let them know how to come and get the tickets to Snow
Yeah.
White.
So the tickets are at pnb.org. The shows are going to be amazing. So please come see it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I'll say this much. The commercial definitely has me intrigued. I'm excited. I'll be bringing my goddaughter, and she is a dancer with Northwest Tap. And I love being able to take her to shows like this so we can experience the wide variety that is dance. Thank you so much for your work.
Thank you.
Absolutely.